Welcome back, True Seeker. In case you have not seen my work on why we're looking out for the date August 11th, 2019, please see the playlist linked in the description. August 11th, 2019 is Tisha B'Av, to remember the destruction of the two temples. It's also the Islamic holy day, the festival of sacrifice. It's also the time of the Hajj, the Islamic pilgrimage. And it's a date that's been pointed to with predictive programming in the news, with the story of the birth of this perfect, unblemished red heifer in Israel, this cow of prophecy that foreshadows the third temple and a coming great destruction. It's also a date that's been foreshadowed in cartoons such as The Simpsons and South Park. Put together this playlist. We're building all of this information that points to the date August 11th, 2019. And this find right here really blows my mind. This has been up on my blog for a while now, but I want to make a video about this. This man pointed out that the birthday of the current mayor of San Francisco, whose name is London Breed, a very strange name, she's the 45th mayor of San Francisco, and she's going to turn 45 years old on August 11th, 2019. And here it is right here. She's born August 11th, 74. Going to turn 45. She is the 45th mayor. She's going to turn 45 on the date we're looking for. And as soon as I heard that, a light bulb went off in my brain. We've already been talking about this. This prophecy of the third temple, it's supposed to bring about the Jewish Messiah who is supposed to arrive through the Golden Gate. And think about San Francisco and the Golden Gate Bridge. Now, with regards to the 45th mayor turning 45 years old on this date, where we're already looking at, with regards to the third temple, again, it's Tisha B'Av, to remember the destruction of the two temples. The current contested holy site, which is not the true biblical site, but it's the site that modern religious folks look at, Temple Mount, the Dome of the Rock, where the Islamic people have their holy structure. The Zionist community wants to destroy that building and build the third temple there. Anyway, when that third temple is built, the Jewish Messiah is supposed to arrive through the Golden Gate. And look at Golden Gate in Gematria. 45 in our two base ciphers, the two numerology ciphers. In case you're new here, what these ciphers are is the alphabetic order forwards and backwards with the rules of numerology. So for example, this dark blue cipher, G's the 7th letter, so G7. O's the 15th letter in the alphabetic order, but you don't count 15, you count the numerology of 15. So 1 plus 5 is 6. L's the 12th letter, you don't count 12, you count the numerology of 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. D's 4, E's 5, N's 14. You take the numerology of 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. So on. You do that, Golden Gate 45. There's not a lot of words that are the same forwards and backwards, but Golden Gate and Holy Bible happen to be. And the way this cipher works is you just turn the alphabetic order around and then use the rules of numerology. So what happens here, the formula is 27 minus the alphabetic order placement. So 27 minus G, which is the 7th letter, is 27 minus 7, which is 20. And then you take the numerology of 20. 2 plus 0 is 2. So G's 2. O would be 27 minus 15, which is 12. And then you take the numerology of 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. You just do that for each letter. Anyway, Golden Gate 45, both ways, forwards and backwards. It's so fitting that Holy Bible's 45, forwards and backwards, because Holy Bible's 9 letters, if you add 1 through 9 together, it equals 45. The knowledge within the Holy Bible is predated by Hermeticism. A lot of the stories in the Bible are just Hermetic knowledge retold. Like the 7 seals from Revelation are the 7 principles of Hermeticism. But the word Hermetic is 45 forwards and backwards. And Hermeticism teaches about numbers and vibration and how they impact. The numbers that matter most are 1 through 9. So anyway, Golden Gate, Holy Bible, this whole prophecy of the third temple and the coming Jewish Messiah, it's all biblical. And what are the odds that we get London Breed, who replaced the mayor that was murdered by the numbers? Don't forget that, Ed Lee, and we'll talk more about that here. But what are the odds? She's going to turn 45 on this date. This agenda, it's Masonic, it's Zionist. Where's their capital in the world? Well, now it's pretty much Israel, but where was it before? It was London. London Breed, London bred to be for this sick, ongoing agenda we're all living out. I'll tell you what, I don't mean to cause fear or paranoia. This knowledge is all about awareness and planning and understanding what's going on in the world. The world's going to go on beyond August 11, 2019, but they got something bad planned for this day. It's very well at the site of Dome of the Rock or at the Hajj, at Mecca, at Kaaba. It's very well there. But I'll tell you where I wouldn't want to be on August 11, 2019. I would not want to be on the Golden Gate Bridge. How much predictive programming is there for the destruction of that symbolic bridge? About as much as there was for the World Trade Centers before 9/11 happened. And again, this whole thing about the red heifer, this story was circulating at the time of the anniversary of 9/11, and we talked about why this year, the anniversary in 2018, is the most important anniversary since the day happened. The Islamic New Year began the year 1440, and we'll come to that here. I want you to notice that London Breed in both ciphers is 5454, and again, there's not a lot of words that are the same forwards and backwards, so these are all rarities. 54 is the reflection of 45. The mayor she replaced, his full name was Edwin Mali, which happened to be 54, forwards and backwards in these same two ciphers. The 54 jumps out in a big way because that's the Masonic order within the Catholic Church's number, the Jesuit order. By the way, this year, September 27th, 18, that's the Jesuit order's birthday. 9 plus 27 plus 18 equals 54. Not only is it the Jesuit order's birthday, but they got their big numbers that are often catastrophic on that date. Look for bad news in the headlines, September 27th, 2018. But notice also, Jesuit order 14454, Ed Lee, or Edwin Ma Lee, he died December 12th. 1212, 12 times 12 is 144. 144 is the 12th Fibonacci number. Square root of 144 is 12, dead on 1212 by the numbers. Jesuit order 14454. It is the Catholic Church that has recreated biblical history and made Temple Mount and the Dome of the Rock this contested religious site. The first two temples weren't really there, but modern day Zionists claim that they were. And understand, Zionism, the Catholic Church, they go hand in hand. Who really runs the Catholic Church? The Jesuits? Think about it. Something else that jumps out about Ed Lee, same man that's Edwin Ma Lee, he went by Ed Lee as his mayor name. His name has Gematria of 104, like Jerusalem. Holy jump in Jerusalem. This whole thing points right at Jerusalem, August 11th, 2019. Temple Mount, Dome of the Rock. He was also 65 years old when he died. That's funny because that's the Knights Templar number. The Knights Templar are the Masonic order where you have to be a Christian. Christianity and Knights Templar are both 65. And it's the Knights Templar who are connected to the Solomon's Temple, the first temple, part of this ongoing prophecy. This is where their name comes from. They are the Order of Solomon's Temple. They served the Catholic Church. They were the Catholic military order. The story is that the Knights Templar recovered this code of letters and numbers, Kabbalah, and brought it back to the Catholic Church. And this is when they began operating this way, by this code, after unlocking this knowledge at the end of the Crusades. And all of this stuff's in my book, Letters and Numbers. You want to learn just how numerological the Crusades were, please pick it up. At least how they're reported in our history books. But all of this stuff just has a seamless flow to it. This agenda began then. It's all part of this ongoing biblical prophecy. They've been contriving it by the numbers, doing it ritualistically year by year. This is an agenda 1,000 years in the making. That TV show, Dig, is about how there's a Zionist conspiracy to blow up the Dome of the Rock and bring about the third temple, and how it's a plan 1,000 years in the making. When were the Crusades? 1,000 years ago? You see what I mean? With regards to this woman being born in 74, let's not overlook this. Her name's London. London Breed. I mean, it's almost as bad as Snowchia Mosley. But anyway, London 74. Masonic 74. English 74. Lucifer 74. Lucifer's the light bringer. Masonry is about the pursuit of light. Jewish 74. Who's their Messiah? Messiah 74, Jesus 74, Gospel 74, Parable 74. I don't know how I forgot to put it up there, but Cross is 74 too. C's 3, R's 18, O's 15, S's 19, S's 19. 3 plus 18 plus 15 plus 19 plus 19 is 74. You see? That was supposed to be up there. So London Breed. Gonna turn 45, the 45th mayor. Notice how she served until January 23rd. When Ed Lee died December 12, 2017, it was 123 days later after London Breed's 43rd birthday. 123 days later. With the alphabetic order, conspiracy equals 123. Gematria, this code of letters and numbers, it's as simple as A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. And it is the code that reveals the conspiracy that we're all living out. These same people who use this code are the same people who brainwashed the people of the world to think the conspiracy can only be obscene theory. She was sworn in as mayor 211 days after his death. 211 is the 47th prime number. Government 47, authority 47. The word Mason has the Gematria 211 in the Jewish cipher. Don't forget that Mafia equals 47 in the Jewish cipher. You think London Breed's part of the Jewish Mafia, the Masonic Mafia, the Zionist Mafia? Let's look at the word London and the word Jewish. You know, the heart of the Zionist Mecca. Before they established their territory, Israel, London, Jewish. I see overlap in 3 ciphers. Do you? You know, here's another good one. Donald Trump, the winner of the 58th U.S. presidential election, who announced he was running from the 58-story Trump Tower, who hired the 58-year-old Steve Ray for Inauguration Day. Remember Trump in Jerusalem for Jerusalem Day. And what was it about that? Him being the winner of the 58th U.S. presidential election? Let's not forget that his VP is Mike Pence, 45-45. He's the 45th president. Said from the beginning, Trump-Pence is like trumpets, the warning signs from Revelation. But look, him being the winner of the 58th U.S. presidential election, Jerusalem 58, Solomon's Temple, 58. Herod's Temple, 58. Third Temple, 58. Donald Trump's all part of this contrived prophecy. The entire world is this people's chessboard. They've set the board with their pawns, from London Breed to Donald Trump to many more. We'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Until next time.